Okay, Miss Cook, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've got a 13-year-old daughter and a ex-husband that's decided to start his life over, but I can't do that because I've got a child to take care of, and I need some help doing that.
What do you mean by start his life over? He remarried?
You know, he's decided to go back to school.
That's a good thing, right?
That's fine, but it doesn't help us any.
Okay, you mean financially?
Financially, right.
Okay, what type of activities are your daughter, involved in?
She wants to do cheerleading, and she's on student council.
Okay.
Subscribe now for real courtroom stories where truth meets justice. Don't miss out. A mother's voice shakes as she tells the court her struggles. Alone with her daughter, she faces hardship while her ex-husband builds a new life. Her plea is simple: support for survival. The judge leans forward, listening closely. Will her cry for help bring relief, or will heartbreak win? Stay tuned for truth.
She wants to do cheerleading, and she's on student council.
Okay. And I'm assuming student council costs, they have a membership fee or something?
They have membership fees, and they have a lot of activities that they do that they're involved in because it's kind of a leadership thing, and so they have a lot of things that they have to go to as well.
Okay. All right, and you're just looking for some financial assistance?
I'm just asking for some help.
Sounds pretty straightforward, sir. Is there a reason why you don't want to give her any money to pay for your daughter?
Well, it's not that I don't want to pay, it's just I'm not working at all. I'm a full-time student.
Okay.
My tuition is paid for.
The father speaks next. He's not working, just a student. Can a man with no income truly support a child? The mother's eyes fill with fading hope. Is he honestly unable to help, or hiding behind excuses? The courtroom grows tense as the judge presses for answers. What happens next could change everything forever.
Not working at all. I'm a full-time student.
Okay.
My tuition is paid for, and I've got a Pell Grant, and I get basically $3,200 for a school year to help cover my living expenses as well. So,
do they break that up by semester?
It's broken up by semester. I have to maintain grades and stay in school. I have to prove that to be able to continue to receive the grant. So, just trying to further my education. I understand my daughter's important to me. I love her very much, but I'm going back to law. I'm trying to get into law school, so I'm trying to figure out how to better it.
The father explains his Pell Grant, just $3,200 a year. Barely enough to live, yet he dreams of law school. But dreams don't pay for diapers, food, or medical bills. The judge's expression hardens, balancing ambition against responsibility. Can his daughter's needs be ignored? The debate grows intense, and the drama only deepens.
Trying to get into law school, so I'm trying to figure out how to better it in the long run.
Okay. That sounds pretty fair, ma'am. Are you aware that he gets this Pell Grant money?
Yes, ma'am, I am. But I know a lot of students also work at least a part-time job.
Right.
And, the money he's getting with the Pell Grant, I know it's not a lot. But, again, I'm only a daycare worker, so I don't get a lot of money either. And I need some help even just with her normal everyday things. I'm paying for her insurance as it is, and just trying to keep things going is difficult.
Right, I understand.
The mother's voice cracks as she reveals her truth. She works in daycare, scraping by every month, praying for help. She knows his grant is small, but every penny matters when a child's future is at stake. The judge nods, weighing the pain of both parents. Will fairness lean her way this time?
Just trying to keep things going is difficult.
Right, I understand, but you can't squeeze blood out of a rock. Okay, you understand that, right?
Yes.
He's only going to be obligated to pay whatever it is that he has as income. Although some students may work, not all full-time students have a job either. I mean, you have to take that into consideration. So based on the information that he provided and that the testimony that you both gave, him confirming the amount of money that he receives from going to school, and you knowing that.
You can't squeeze blood from a rock, the judge declares, leaving the courtroom silent. The father's limited income sets limits on support. The mother lowers her head, fearing for her daughter's future. Will the child's dreams be reduced to numbers? The verdict looms closer. Justice feels near, but the cost is still unknown.
Confirming the amount of money that he receives from going to school, and you knowing that that's all he's going to be obligated to give you at the moment. Now, later, at some time when he does, presumably go to law school or anything like that, you can receive extra money after he starts working. But as for right now, I can't take more from him than what he has. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So $3,200 per school year is not even, he's not even making a full year worth of that money. You said a semester is broken down, so like $1,600.
The gavel falls. $3,200 a year, that's all he has. The mother hoped for more, but the judge delivers a harsh reality. Promises of better days hang in the air, but will they ever arrive? The courtroom holds its breath, knowing today's truth may not match tomorrow's future. Everything rests on what comes next.
Said a semester is broken down, so like $1,600 or so.
That's about right. So I'm living with somebody else that's going to school, so we're helping split the expenses, trying to make it last as long as we possibly can.
Right. So, ma'am, based on what he's telling me, and I have to assume his testimony is true until you provide me with anything different. That's all he has at this time. So that's all that I can calculate off of. So because of that, $3,200 is not a lot of money. So I would have to base his child support on minimum wage. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Any help would help.
Okay.
The father describes living on scraps, sharing costs with another student. His honesty is heavy, yet the mother needs more for her child. The courtroom shakes with tension. Is his truth enough to sway the court? The judge listens carefully, preparing for the final decision. Justice is near, and emotions run higher than ever.
$200 is not a lot of money, so I would have to base his child support on minimum wage. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Any help would help.
Okay. It's something. It's something.
Right.
It may not cover everything, but you also work. So until he's able to get a better, not necessarily a better job because he's not working right now, but maybe, as he keeps going through school, he may get more money from a Pell Grant. We don't necessarily know, but until that happens, he'll be at this amount. So gross of minimum wage is $1,256. Net of $1,134.87, which brings your monthly obligation to $226.97. That's based on minimum wage. Okay.
The ruling lands, $226 a month, based on minimum wage. A small lifeline, but is it enough for a growing child? The mother's eyes glisten with a mix of hope and frustration. Relief is there, but so is fear. Will this sum change anything? The last chapter of this case is about to unfold.
Which brings your monthly obligation to $226.97. That's based on minimum wage. Okay? All right. Would that $226 help cover something with student council?
Yes,
something
ma'am.
with cheerleading?
Yes, I just needed some help. I wasn't expecting him to do everything.
Okay. All right. And sir, you understand that, correct?
So when does that start?
That starts today.
Okay.
The obligation starts today. Just know that in the future, when you get a job or you start receiving more money for some reason from your Pell Grant, you have an obligation to report that. And if you don't, she can actually report it and bring you back to court. And at that time, you will be paying more than minimum wage in child.
$226 per month brings partial relief, though far from enough. The mother nods, accepting the compromise. The judge warns the father future wealth will bring higher responsibility. The courtroom feels unresolved, the outcome both victory and loss. Will this fragile agreement last, or collapse with time? The tension doesn't end here, one twist remains.
She can actually report it and bring you back to court. And at that time, you will be paying more than minimum wage in child support. Just want to make sure you understand that. So if you become a big-time lawyer one day and, for some reason your child is still under the age of 18, your child support can still go up.
I got it.
Okay, any questions from either of you?
Yeah.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The gavel slams once more, $226 a month for now. The father's future holds bigger duties. The mother walks away, her win bittersweet, her fight far from over. The judge's final words echo, justice bends, but truth remains. Like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful courtroom stories where real lives hang in the balance. Don't forget, subscribe now and stay with us for more real cases that reveal justice, pain, and truth.